2 points notes was written in the last class. One class we have log in. I will write here few short notes you can remember easily. 6 points we have discussed. Okay. What are that? Who has not attended? Anyone has first class today? I think one person is Deepak from Mysore and one more person. Deepak from Mysore, right? You are attending first class today. So last one class I have taken one more day on Friday. So few point I have discussed 5-6 point. I will be guiding on that. Then we'll continue. You have first class, no? Okay. Few things I have discussed on Friday with this people. We do what?
Sir, it's my first.
Yes. First class for other people also first class only. Friday they have connected and I have guided them something. Few points we have discussed on HTML, what we are going to do and how that works. It is not very big thing you missed out. Even that last class one video is also recorded here. This video I will upload today and I'll give you the link. You can follow that. Okay, so the last class discussion was this one. When we are going to work on web technology, we have to start from the HTML. That was the first point. When a person is going to learn the HTML, person having the idea on HTML or person have good experience on HTML, what he know inside the HTML, he know this thing. HTML will have a collection of this one called as a tags. Okay, HTML will have a collection of tags. This tag look like this. Tag will be like this. This is, you can say the first line. If I write here, this is called as a open tag. This is called as open tag and this is called as a close tag. Close tag. Okay. Next, after that, what I have guided is I have guided like this. The tag will be two types. That was called this type of tag. Tag will be of two types. What are those? One is called remember input tag. Input tag and another one is called output tag. Output tag. Okay, output tag. So what I have explained in this is I have explained like whenever we open any website, whenever we go on any web application, any website till now, whichever the website you have opened, if you go to any website, what you see is you go through the two process that is called input and output. When we fill the form, that is called input, and when we see some kind of content, that is called as a output. Any website, go to any web application, you cross through the two process, input and output, nothing more. Okay, so here this short notes I have written in that developer guide. I'll share that. What was that? It used to ask input from user. Okay, and this is what this is used to display output to user, but platform is browser, keep in mind. Okay, when you open any browser, when you open any website, you take the input and give the output to the website through which medium? Through the browser only, no? Website how we open? Through the browser, correct? So this here I have written input tag used to ask the input from user through which medium? Through the browser. Output tag used to display the output to user through which medium? Through the browser. Okay, so the browser was the main mediator. Via that input is communicating, HTML is communicating through the user. Another point is this one, that is called like when you are mixing all the tags, like suppose you can say 100 input tag we have, 100 output tag we have. If you mix all together, how that look? That look like this. Then from there 4 points will come out, that is called a behavior. behavior behavior of HTML tags. Behavior will come out, that is called behavior will call as HTML tag. What is that behavior? One is called dependent tag. Now another one is called as a independent tag. Independent tag. Something wrong here, hold on. Independent tag. Independent tag. Now another two more points are there. Let me write, then I'll write you what is that. Another one is called block label tag. Block label tag. Another one is called inline tag. Inline tag. Block label tag and inline tag. This main point of your HTML, whoever have idea, whoever work on that, they are around this. Okay, they are around this. They have a knowledge on this, and based on this, only your entire web page is going to form. Now, dependent tag. What is the dependent tag? Dependent tag, like suppose. Second, I should not say this fine. Dependent tag. What is that? Let me write here. Suppose when I open a tag, here also I have written tag will open like this, tag will be closed like this. So suppose when we open something and when we close something, so one side is a open, another side is called as a close. Okay, so this is just as empty. It can be anything. It is not like only HTML tag. It can be user defined tag also. Suppose ABC open and ABC got closed here. So what you can say? You can say those tag where starting is there as well as ending is there. Open is there as well as close is there. That is called as a what? Dependent tag. Okay. Like this you have seen already. Let me write here some predefined tag. Like suppose when we study the HTML, we will follow this HTML open, HTML close. When we follow the HTML only, suppose you can follow the body tag usually open and body tag is closed. So this is called as a what? This is called as a dependent tag. Now, if you want to write the definition, what you can write the definition? Those tag that has open and close. Open is separate and close is separate. That is called as a dependent tag. In case if you will not follow this rule, what will happen? If suppose HTML is open, HTML is not closed here. HTML is open, HTML not closed, but HTML is a dependent tag. Now, once you run the page, your page will work. Mozilla will give proper output, Chrome will not give proper output. Chrome will work, Internet Explorer will not work. Browser dependent. That is called as what? Browser dependent. Okay. So those problems will come. So whichever the editor you follow, whether you follow Notepad++, Visual Studio, Edit Plus, NetBeans, Eclipse, multi-hundred editors are there in the market. They remember this one. They have a library of this. If the tag is open, the tag should close or not. Okay, that come from where? Their library. Notepad++ we are going to use. I will guide you in that how that works. Okay. Let me close here. So you can write a short line definition. What you can write? Those tags that has open and close. That is called a dependent tag. Okay. Another line, independent tag. We are going to study under the HTML as well as under the React also. We have called JSX. So there what you will learn is, you will learn like this. Suppose if I write here call ABC tag open and ABC is just like this. There is no closing at all. Now one more tag, suppose open XYZ open and XYZ close. There is no separate closing for that. So what we can say, it is there is no opening is there, but closing is not there. Okay, but we have some certain rule regulation from the web technology side. Web technology says like multiple technology we have. They say like no, if the tag is open, then how the compiler will understand it is open or closed. So for that, at least keep one mark saying like put the slash in the last. Okay, like suppose here also we wrote ABC and ABC closed here, and here also we wrote as a ABC. Now how your compiler will understand ABC is the dependent tag or independent tag? So if you put the slash in the last, what will happen? Your compiler will understand, oh, it is called as a independent tag. Okay, so the slash is compulsory to add in the last. That is called as what? Independent. Open and close together. Okay. So in this case, not only this much, we have many predefined tags. You might have seen on internet BR, you might have seen called HR, you might have seen called the IMG tag is there, or maybe when we are going to learn the React, there we can create our own tag that is called a component. We can write like this user. Okay, so these all are called what? Independent tag. Now for this, if you want to write a definition, what will write definition? Those tags that has only open. That has only open. Closing is not there. Okay. At the same time, one more line will come here, independent tag, or you can say the self closing tag. Self-closing tag. Either you can say a independent tag or you call it a self-closing tag. Both are fine. Both the word is okay. Both the technical word is fine. We can say yes, independent tag is also fine, as well as we can say self-closing tag is also fine. If self-closing tag word comes somewhere, immediately in your mind should come, okay, a tag means open close together. Independent tag, independent words come somewhere, it automatically it should come in your mind, oh, it's open close together. Then this level is there. What is that? Block level. Okay, so right, so hope you got some point. What is that? In HTML, a person who have idea or who is going to learn, he has to start from the very ground level knowledge. That is called, he need to know, okay, when we are going to create the HTML file, what I need to write inside, then we have to write, call this one, call it a tag. Now when we are going to write the tag, then it can have multiple types also. Based on use we can define it. So we can say, okay, wherever we are going to take the input, that is called input tag. Where we display the output, that is called a output tag. Okay, next after that, when as a developer, when you are going to use the input tag and output tag, multiple type of tag together, you will find all the tags we have in different way. Then again, how to differentiate that and how to separate it based on behavior, then we'll remember, okay, if the tag is open and close, then we'll keep under the which section? Dependent. Okay, if the tag has only open, then we keep under the independent. Okay, next two more behavior is there, that using that you can design a responsive page. Block level tag. Okay, block level tag says like those tag that cover full width from beginning to last. Okay, suppose you are printing something and that cover the entire width. Let me go here. Okay, so first let me write here one small line definition. What is that? Those tags, those tags that that cover full width, or you can write those tags that print a statement, print a statement in new line. Those tags that print the statement in the new line. Okay, like suppose, remember your Facebook chatting. Okay, in the Facebook chatting or Gmail chatting, one person will send you hi. Now what will reply? You will reply something hi. His hi will come in one line and your hi will go to the second line. In fact, it is a single line character, correct? But if both will come in same line, what will happen? Confusion will happen. Okay, now when you come to the technology, if it is a single line word, if it is a multiple line word, how to print that? Because you cannot print all the words in the single tag. For different type of content, we have different container. If we have the small text, then we have different tag. If we have bulk text, for that we have a different tag. Okay, so here dependent block level element, how to understand? Whenever we are printing something, when we write something, and after writing we'll save the file, we'll run the page. When the page will come in the browser, then you will come to know my outputs are printing in the new line. If the output print in the new line, then we have to believe 100% it's belong to where? Block level tag. Okay, block level tag. If output print in the same line, hello, how are you, all come in the same line, that meaning is what? It's called as a inline tag. Okay, so inline word is saying yes, it should come in the same line, and block word says it should go to where? New line. The 6 point we remember, based on this 6 point, your entire HTML4 and HTML5 is designed. Okay, and this formula is not give that what rules I have written, 6 rules now. It is not given by HTML4 and 5. It is given by the parent of HTML. So the parent of HTML we have called SGML. SGML, standardized generalized markup language. Okay, that no one is going to ask interviews, and don't worry for that. So parent of HTML is called SGML. SGML has some certain rule regulation. Okay, based on that rule regulation, HTML is designed. Now from SGML, two things has come out. One side is XML, another side is HTML. Okay, XML also you are going to study, or you may have heard. Okay, XML is kind of a container, it's going to hold the data. So HTML and XML both come from the SGML. SGML divided into two parts, HTML as well as XML. Now HTML got extended to HTML4 and HTML5. Okay, and XML got extended to next called XHTML. HTML we are going to study now. Further, after some days or some maybe after 1 month, you will learn called XHTML. Okay, that will be the based on XML rules. Okay, so here only 6 points is necessary to understand as of now to learn any kind of HTML code and any kind of, you can say, a structure you can design based on these 6 points. So what I wrote like those tags that print the statement in the new line by default. Okay, another line says like inline tag. Inline tag says like those tags that print a statement in same line. So what will happen if the tag is printing the statement in the same line, then it's called as a inline. If the tag print the statement in the new line, then it's called as a block level tag. Okay, these two things will remember. Now just one small scenario you see in your day-to-day life. Daily you browse the internet and you do many things. Okay, you have opened the Flipkart or maybe Amazon in the laptop also. When we open the Amazon or Flipkart in the laptop, what will happen? How many products will come in one line? Today you need to see. Okay, if you open the Amazon or Flipkart in the laptop, you will find in one line 3-4 products will come. Those are coming as a how? Inline. That will come as a inline. Now same website you open in the mobile phone. Mobile phone size is small. Now in one line 4 product it will display. What will happen? Product will become compressed or not? If the product will become compressed, picture will not be clear. User can't believe. User cannot purchase the product. So what we have to do? Remember in laptop how many product in one line? 4 product in one line. When you open the mobile phone, if 4 product will come, then product will get compressed. We should not display the 4 product. We should display 1 product in one line and remaining product to where? New line. Now see, suppose when you display 1 product in one line, next product in next line, that's called a block level element. It's called a block level. When the multiple product come in one line, that's called what? Inline. The name is completely clean and clear. Okay. Okay. Let me go here now. So how many points came in the mind? 6 points came or not? HTML definition, leave that. Okay. Definition no one is going to ask. If anyone asks definition, you can give them examples. Okay, that I'll guide you how to give the answer for the question. Okay, so definition is not required in the market. HTML says like, okay, I'm going to study the HTML. I have to study about this point. That is called a tags. Tags is of too many types. How many types? 2 types: input and output. Wherever we ask the input, when we design a form, that will happen through input tag. When we display something, that's happen through the output tag. Now, when you mix input tag and output tag together, you will find their behavior will be 2 types. One is called, which one? You are written here, no? Dependent. Like if the tag is open and closed, then it's called as a dependent. If you will not follow this rule, then our browser page will become browser dependent. Okay, it will work in some browser, it will not work in some browser. So because of that, this point is important to remember. Another one we have next is called as a independent tag. Okay, independent tag is like I will just open and just put the slash in the last. That's all. Next, another point is what? Block level tag. Now, how to identify a block level tag? Suppose you open the browser and something is printing the full width, then we can say it's called as a block level. Okay, if you open the browser, open the website, and in one line, suppose 4 blocks are coming, what you can say? It's called as a inline. Okay, but at this point, at last point, it will be responsibility of the web designer, UI developer, to convert the behavior of block level tag to inline and inline to block according to device, and that is called as a responsive design. Okay, those all are the part of your journey that all are going to come one by one. Okay, so this point, if instead of taking the photo of this line, take the photo of this. Whoever has not attended, take the photo of this. I think 2 or 3 people was missed out. They should take the photo of this. I have written the clean definition. Hmm? Important. No. What is like you are talking here only, no? This point, correct? If you leave this point, what will happen? It will work in HTML, it will work in CSS, it will work in JavaScript, it will work in jQuery. Okay, it will work in all the language except two. Those are called Angular and React. In Angular, if you will not put the slash, it will give the error called template parsing error. Okay. In React, if you will not give the slash, React is based on JSX, JavaScript and XML. Okay, there we have to follow the rule of XML. Okay, so it will say JSX fragment mismatch. Who will say? React will say. So it is compulsory to keep a habit of what? Put the slash in the last. Okay. Else what will happen? We will face the problem. Again, we have to remember there. So why to make that kind of mistake from beginning only change the behavior, change the way of writing. And even it is not only independent tag. One word is also written here. Call it a self-closing. Self-closing itself represent yes, I am independent. I will open and close myself. No need of self-closing. Okay. Separate closing. Okay. So you taken, hope you have taken the photo. Okay. Now let's come back to the next point what I have written. This only the same thing was explained properly till here. And some more line I have written like different when we are going to work on different technology, like in HTML it's called as a tag, in the CSS called selector, JavaScript is called as a element, React.js called as a JSX element, and again in the Angular also called directive as well as selector. In the you can say uh, jQuery it's called as a control. So different words names are there, so that name will be, anyway it is going to come step by step. Once you go under the CSS, then we'll remember, oh, it's called as a selector. In JavaScript all the HTML tags are called as element. So this line I have written last week, not last week, on last Friday only, last Friday. Okay, so hope these 6-7 points are clear. Now what we are going to do, we will be creating the examples, and based on examples, we will see, okay, these all are perfect. Whatever the rule regulation we have written, it is correct only. And along with that, we'll keep covering the tags. So again, I have written last Friday saying like when we are going to create a HTML file, when we create a HTML file, what will be the extension of your file? So the file extension will be called as a HTML, simple to remember. HTML is also possible. We can write HTML also, but HTML is not SEO friendly. It will not help you better for digital marketing. So you can keep a better habit that you will follow the which method? First method. That is called HTML. File name, anything that should be HTML. Okay. Another thing we need to remember, this I have guided to install Notepad++. Some people have installed already. Whoever has not installed, they should install it. And then from next class, we will use the Notepad++. Now, see, as a developer, there is some certain rule regulation while creating the file. You can see I have created this file. File name is called developer guide. Developer is a one word and guide is another word. I have not given the space. I have given inside college a hyphen. Look into other files and other things. See here, the video I have recorded, one video, I have given HTML hyphen class hyphen one. A space I have not given. Look at here again. I have given a folder called HTML video. I can give a space also, but I have not given the space. I have given HTML hyphen video, right? Look at here. This ABC is a single word. So I have given just directly as a ABC. If you look into the previous, let me come back here. See here, I have the folders. I can give the space also 3:30 space, PM space, April space 22. But you can see everywhere, anywhere can you find the space? No space. Similar way, your behavior also should be like that. Okay. You also, whenever now, assume you are going to be a developer, feeling should come inside now. Okay. So now, when you are going to feel like a developer, the folder when you create, don't give a space between multiple words. Okay. It is the problem for the future. Okay. You will face the problem in upcoming time if you are giving the space between the folder name. Another one, when you create a file, if the file is a single word, no problem. If the file is the multiple word, don't give a space. Okay, give underscore, give hyphen, or without a space also write is okay. Okay, but a space you should not give, right? Okay, those are the proper habit of a developer. So we'll remember file name, folder name, no space. Okay, if write HTML example one, no problem. Write HTML example one continuous. Okay, no word, don't give a space is also fine. Okay, once you will get a better habit, you can start following. But if you give a space, is definitely problem for the future. Okay. Okay, so I will go to my developer guide, and one more point I will write here: file name, not file name, folder name, comma file name, no space, no space, no space. Okay, with the file name, file with file and folder name, with file and folder name underscore hyphen without a space, without with out space is fine, no problem. Okay, without a space, like what I'm trying to say here, when you are creating a file and folder, give underscore between two words, give hyphen between two words, don't give a space also, that is also fine, but don't give a space. Okay, try avoiding the space. Okay, so till here everything is clear. What are those? HTML few points plus file extension will be as a .html. After that, file and folder will not give the space. Now from here onwards, I will show you few examples. Okay, we'll create the example and we'll see the all the rule regulation we have written. It should match with that also, as well as some new tags will get covered. Okay, so system will be required. Okay, because see, uh, if you want to be a kind of a HR, if you want to go in the BPO sector, if you want to go in the marketing sector, if you want to go in other sector, then without system is okay, you can manage it. But to be a developer, okay, developer each and everything is the system only. When you are going for any kind of interview, if you are suppose comfortable in the Tamil, if you are comfortable in the Kannada, if you are comfortable in the Hindi, if you are comfortable in the English, so this language is not going to give big problem. Okay, if you have a proper skill, suppose a person is going to ask the question, if you are able to answer it, and the person will feel like he has knowledge, due to language he is unable to express, he will ask you definitely which language you are comfortable. Okay? Suppose if you are saying, no, I am Telugu, okay. He will say, brother, Telugu, I don't know. You talk some other language, whichever is. Maybe he will be okay with the Kannada. Okay, he will give you the option, no problem. You explain the thing. Because what is that last? What is the last target? Last target as a developer will speak to the client after 2-3 years. As a beginning level, you are not going to talk to the client. You will be talking to whom? Your team lead, your manager, internal people only. Okay, so at that point, your communication will not be that much of impactful. Communication little here there is also fine, but which is the important point? You should be able to write the code. With code, no one is going to compromise. Okay, and again, if you write in the notebook, how long can you write? Suppose today we'll create example, each file will be 10 lines, no problem, we can write in the notebook. From tomorrow we'll create example, each file will be 30-50 lines. Now how much we can write in the notebook will be difficult, correct? So whether it's your system or our system, during the class it must be there. Okay, so we'll not have separate theory and separate practical. Within the class only, we'll write the notes, we'll implement it, we'll remember and go home. And for home, we'll give you some 5-10 pages assignment. Okay, so that way it will happen. Okay, so from tomorrow, if we have laptop, let's bring it. If the system is not there, no problem, come 10 minutes before, ask them, they will give the laptop. Okay, you can use it here. Okay. Okay, so let's go. So what I will start now, I will create the examples, and on example I'll keep you guiding, and I will keep following few small basic tags. You will understand this all rule regulation, plus how to create the file and where to save and how to run. Let me check with these people, how many people are using the system. Okay, let's reply once in the chat. Is it you are using the laptop or you are using the mobile? System or mobile? What we are following? Please reply once in the chat. Are we following the laptop or mobile? System or mobile? System, one person. Other system. Next. After Suman. System. Okay. See, you can use 2-3 devices. There is no problem. If system in laptop is not able to help you properly, log in the mobile also. Mobile you can rotate, you can use it, and then in the system you can follow me. From the mobile you can see, and from the system you can follow me. Okay. So that way it will be helpful for you. Other people also follow like that. So let's arrange the any kind of desktop or laptop within 2-3 classes. Or if it's unable to arrange in the home, let's come to the class, we'll give you the here system. Okay. So system will be required. At last, you need to have a system, then only it will be much helpful. Else, after 4 classes, we will not continue. We will get confused. Okay. So I will create a file called example one. Example one. .html. So what we will do is whoever have the system, let's come here and create a folder called HTML. We have system, no? Create a folder called HTML. Anywhere, D drive, C drive, F drive, wherever you want, desktop, you create a folder called HTML. Okay, create a folder called HTML. After creating a folder HTML, which editor we are following? Notepad or something else? Notepad plus plus? Plus plus. Okay, cool. So this will Notepad plus plus you open, and after that I will guide you what to do in that. First create a folder. After creating the folder, open your editor, Notepad++, or any other editor if you are following, no problem. If you have VS Code or something, you follow. If you have Notepad++, I will guide you a few points in that. Remaining for VS Code, no need of any extra configuration, and for other editor, no need of extra configuration. Only Notepad++, we need to configure something. Okay, so let's go to your settings. Go to the settings. Under the settings, yes, go to the settings. Under the settings, you will have a preferences. Under the settings, we have a preferences. Click on that. Under the settings, we have a preferences. Click on that. Under the settings, we have a preferences. Click on that. After clicking on preferences, this box will appear. In that, you see in the left hand side, you have auto completion. Check that auto completion. Auto completion. Okay. After that, under the auto completion, once you click in the right hand side, 6 check boxes are coming. You can see here there is 6 check boxes are there. These 6 check boxes. In my system, it's checked already. Might be your system is not checked. You can check it. This is for what purpose? It is saying completely auto insert. Like suppose if you open the flower bracket, close will happen. If you open the square bracket, close will happen. If you open kind of a HTML tag, close will happen. So that open close problem will not come if we enable that. Okay, it is going to reduce lot of errors. Okay, so hope we selected. Where we went? We went to the settings. Under the settings, there was an option called preferences. Under the preferences, we selected called auto completion. Under auto completion, there was a 6 check boxes. Just close, check the check boxes, and after that, close it. That's all. Okay. So now auto close enabled happen. You don't need to worry where to close, where not to close. Automatically close will happen if the tag is dependent. Right? So this configuration is ready. After that, come to your Notepad++, go here and select any new file. Select a new file. Right? Select a new file. In that file, write anything ABCD, anything whatever you want. Write 1-2 line. Okay. After that, Will you go to the file and save or Control S? What will you press? Control S. We have a shortcut called Control S. Or we can go to the file and there is option called save. Okay. Whichever the option you know, whichever the method you know to save the file, just go there and save it. Else, if you have no idea, go to the file. There is option called save. Click on that. In the file, there is option called save. Click on that. And after that, where will save this file? We have created a folder, no, today. Find out where is your folder. Yes, find out the folder. Go to the folder, double click on HTML. You will go inside the HTML. Correct? Save the file. What should be the file extension? .html. Correct? Okay. So we can give here any name. Let me give example 1.html. Example 1.html. Even it is not necessary under the HTML only, save on the desktop also. If you are not able to find your folder, just save on the desktop. Save on the desktop and give the file name example1.html. Now this file becomes HTML. This file can run in the browser directly. Okay. Then you will see HTML we have not open close at all. Not necessary. It should be HTML open and close. It can run without HTML also. Just file extension is HTML. Okay. Browser will understand yes is HTML file. Browser need to spend little extra time to understand. Okay, but it will execute that. Okay. Next, after that, your file is saved properly. Which location? Location you know where you have saved. Okay. Now how to run it? Make sure your file is saved. Control S you can press. Okay. How to run it? One option, you can go to the view menu. Under the view menu, there is option called view current file in and select the browser. In view menu, you have option called view current file in and then select the whichever the browser you have in your computer. Where under the view menu, we can go view current file in and we select the respective browser. Whichever the browser you have, select that. This page will open in the browser. In case this method is not able to find, in case in view menu you are not able to find, you can go to your folder and double click on the file. Go to the folder and double click on file. Go to the folder and double click on file. It will open directly. It will open in the browser. See, it's opening here. Something whichever ABCD we have written able to run. We can create 1-2 more files just to get better practice. You can reply as well in the chat. Is it running or not? How many people are able to create the file and run it? 1-2 file there will be problem. There's nothing to worry in that, but automatically you will be able to run and on. Check once. You can reply also. Is it running or not running? Few days need to guide you step by step. After that, automatically you will become hero. Okay, so few people replied. 2%. Cool. Some more are supposed to reply. Try. Save file anywhere and run it. Okay, so two options was there. After creating the file, go to the view menu and then select the view current file. It will work. In case other editor you are following, then no problem. Go to your folder. In folder file will be there. Double click on that. It will work. Okay. Okay. Running. You can select that. Yeah, double click on any browser, whichever you configure it. Okay. Let's create one more file. Okay. Go to the file menu. and create a new, and again write something in that. ABCD, write it. We'll modify this file. Will not keep ABCD only. After that, save the file. Give the file name as the example2. Save the file. Give the file as a example2. Save the file as example2. Example2.html. Example2.html. And again run that. How to run again? We will go to where? View menu, and from view menu we can run directly. Go here, view menu, view current file in, select the respective browser. Your page will come in the browser. So we got idea how to create the file and how to run it, right? Okay, file extension will be .html every time. HTML you will give, automatically some browser icon will come. Just double click on that, it will come in the browser. Okay, so till HTML, CSS, bootstrap. Okay, you don't need anything else. Only you need one editor, and after that you need call browser, editor and browser, nothing else. Okay, after Java, once we enter under the JavaScript, we need something else. We can install that time. Okay. Okay, so in example 2 now, we will not write like this. Just for the practice purpose, we have seen, delete everything, and let's follow the HTML tag now. Okay. See, HTML tag should start from here. I'll guide you how to type. Okay, auto close will happen. It has very good feature. You don't need to worry about the dependent, independent with Notepad++ or editor will take care. See, you can follow me. Suppose I will press the less than symbol. After that, I will write here called HTML. And after that, I'll press the greater than symbol. Let's do like this. Less than symbol, HTML, and press the greater than symbol. You will find auto close will happen. Happening auto close. Check in your system. I'll delete again, I'll write again. See, less than symbol, HTML. The way of typing also matter. When you type in the sequence, then auto close will happen. HTML, HTML, and greater than. Then you can see automatically close happen. That auto close is the we have enabled today somewhere under the configure auto complete. From there only it is coming. Now under the HTML, two block will come. HTML open and HTML is called as a document. Inside the document, two sections will happen. One is called head and another one is called body. I will guide you each and everything of head, what we are going to write. Head and body. Okay. So HTML start to HTML end is called as a document. Document will divide into two parts. One is called head section, another one is called as a body section. Okay. Head and body. Right. As per the discussion, if the tag is open and closed, it's called as a which one? Dependent or independent? See, all are open close. That meaning all are called as a dependent. Okay. So head and body, two things we have written. We'll go to the developer guide. We'll make a note. You can write in your notebook if you have. Okay. Now come to the developer guide and make a note under the HTML file. When we are writing a HTML file, you can say now what we have written. We have written called HTML start and HTML end. So you can write HTML start to HTML end is called document. HTML start to HTML end is called document. DOCUMENT. लिखिए, write it, it's important. HTML start to HTML end is called as a document. This document is going to break into two parts. It will divide into two parts, two sections you can say. It will divide into two sections. The first section is called as a head section and the second section is called as a body section. Head section and body section. So hope we are making the notes. HTML start to HTML end is called as a document, and this document will break into two parts. One is called head, another one is called body. Under head, what you are going to write, you can write below point and then you can write there. I am writing here the like one after other. In the notebook, suppose you are writing the head and body, below you can write head, under head what you can write. Okay, now head will divide into two sections. Section number one is called as a marketing section. Marketing section. And section number two will be called as a library section. Library section. Okay, marketing section and library section. Under the head, always the two section is going to come, marketing and library. Under marketing, what will happen? Digital marketing. That is called a digital marketing. Okay, so we can write here call digital marketing. Digital marketing. Digital marketing. Okay, digital marketing. Library section will have two part again. Under the library section, you will be using the UI library and you will be using the JavaScript library. So first will be called as CSS library. First will be CSS library and second will be JS library. JS means JavaScript library. JavaScript library. Okay, CSS library as well as JavaScript library. So those are going to come under the head section only. Okay, in case suppose someone will look into your notes, they will oppose you also, saying like JavaScript we will not call under the head section. Then you can say no problem, I have idea, I will be learning further where to call the JavaScript, but in sequence once we go, JavaScript place is under the library head section only. According to our requirement, we will call it some other place. Okay, now come to the body. So we understood head, what is going to happen under the head. We will be calling the CSS also, we will be calling the JavaScript also, as well as Google marketing related all the formula, entire fundamental will come under the head section. Okay, next under the body. Okay, under the body, till date, whichever the website you have gone through, whichever the input field you have filled, and whatever the output you have seen, and whatever the website you have browsed, all the contents come under the body itself. Okay, so body is the main container for web page. Body is the main container of the web page. You can write here what will follow inside the body: tags plus contents. Tags with contents. Tags with contents. Okay, tags with contents. Content will come in the browser, but it will be following the tags. Content you will not write directly, you have to follow the tags, then only your content will appear in the browser. Okay, now let's see the next point. What is the next point is, next point is saying like as a person, when you have opened a website, whenever you have opened a website, whatever the website you have opened, in website what you see, some website will have very good heading on the top. Like suppose you went to the company homepage, it will be written welcome particular, that is called what, heading. Below the home page, below the head welcome line, you will see below some about us is written about the company. Below somewhere you can see the company number, phone number, email ID, address, something is written. Below you will see some services, photo icons, many things are written. So here what I'm trying to explain is, when we open the website, we will see the text, number, photos, icons, audios, videos, this content animation, this only will come. But in the page you will see text only, but some text is coming big font size, some text will come as a small text size. Text only, some content will come in the left side, some will go to the right side. Okay, so when a person is going to study the HTML, or when a person is going to write the HTML code, he has to keep in mind, it is just like in the day-to-day life. When we go to the market to buy some product, we carry the container, and our container will be according to content. It's not like going to buy a potato and carry the bottle. Happen? Never, no. When you go to buy a potato, we carry the solid bags. When you go and buy some kind of liquid material, we buy and we carry which one? Liquid container. According to content, we have to choose the container. That is the actual job of HTML developer. Okay. According to content, you have to choose the container. If you are doing like that, then your page will be always smart. It will work in all the browser and multiple years it will work. Okay. Page performance will be always excellent. Performance tester will never reject your page. Okay. That point if we understand. According to content, we have to choose the container. Now, what is the content? Content means data of the page, what we are going to display. And container meaning is what? HTML tags. Because there is a multi-hundred HTML tag, we need to remember, I have this type of data, then which tag is suitable for that. I have this type of data, then which type of tag is suitable for that. That is nothing but knowledge of HTML. Person say, I have knowledge of HTML. That meaning he will not use anything for any purpose. He will use a specific thing for the specific purpose. That is called a HTML skill. Okay, that we are going to follow now. Our body is for that purpose only. Inside the body, we are going to display different type of content. Now we will be keeping a certain rule regulation. If the content is like this, we'll follow this container. Content is like this, we'll follow this container. Okay, this kind of tag, small notes plus example. Okay. So come to your which file? HTML example2 file. Okay, so till here we got some idea. We'll go here. Head file, head section as of now not required. Reason is what? As per the developer guide, you can see in head what we are going to do. Digital marketing. We are going to use the CSS. We are going to use the JavaScript. We are going to use many things related to library only. But as of now, we are on which point? HTML point. At that time, even I will not write the doc type also. Doc type is also not required. Okay, there is one more tag called doc type that we write in the beginning. W3 you will see. We open the W3, you will see there. Okay, but that is required after few class, not now. Okay, so head let it be. Next example onwards, head I will not write till the CSS. Once we start the CSS, then we'll write the head. Else HTML and body. That's all. Enough. Okay, come to the body. Inside the body. Okay, inside the body, we'll start from the very normal tag that we have seen on internet. We will follow that and we'll keep writing the definition here. Let's go ahead. Okay, so you can follow me. You can write in H2 example 2. Okay, it's called a heading tag. Okay, suppose heading 1. It's called heading 1, heading H1, H2, H3, H4, H4. It's from start from H1 and it will go till H6. What is the use of that? When, as I told you, when you open any website for any company or anything, in beginning of the page, one headline will be written. Okay, every page, go to anywhere, go to the Flipkart also. In the Flipkart homepage also, there will be a lot of headings will be written. This offer, that offer. That is what you are going to capture the eyes of the user. Okay, users should not spend half an hour to read and understand what is this. In one eye, users should understand, oh, this page is for this purpose. Okay, when you go to the Flipkart, 30% discount on t-shirt. So what will happen? Will not spend half an hour to read, no? Just in one eye, will understand, oh, here, click and go there, right? That is called what? Heading, headline of the page. And we have total 6 options, from very big to very small. H1 is called the biggest heading and H6 is called a smallest. Using H1, we can display the big headline, and using H6, we can display very small headline. Now, if you want more than this and smaller than this, then we have to take the help from CSS. HTML will help up to that. Okay. So I have written H1, heading 1. Let's go right here, H2. Heading 2, heading 3. You can write it. Please write it. Heading 3. Heading 3. Write as a heading 4. Heading 4. FOUR. Heading 5. Heading 5. Heading 6. H6. Heading 6. Now this H1 to H6 is for what purpose? As I told you, whenever you are designing a page, when you are creating a page, inside the page, you will display some data. About the data, in a short line, in a single line, you are going to display a headline. That headline will explain about your data. User no need to read entire page. User will read one line, and one line will explain about complete content. That is called what? Heading tags. Okay, and that heading tag, as H1 is the biggest one and H6 is the smallest one, depend on our requirement. If you want medium, follow H3, very small, follow H6, very big, follow the H1. Save the file, run as usual. It should come and it should give you something. Run the file and check once. You can write it slowly, there is nothing urgent. Maybe within 3-4 files, automatically you will become expert. It will take some time to get idea. Hope you are writing. Our softwares are also there. Using software, we can write once and we can copy this only time, but that I'll write you after the class. Okay, please type it, run it, and let me know also your page is running or not. If I write here one point saying like H1 to H6, H1 to H6 is dependent tag. H1 to H6 is the dependent tag. What do you say? Is it right or wrong? It's right only, no? All are open close. That meaning all are called a dependent tag. But once you run in the browser, you will come to know it is inline or block. If you run in the browser, then we'll come to know all are printing in the same line or all are going to the new line. If it will go to the new line, then we'll understand oh it's a block. If come in the same line, then we'll understand call is a inline, right? Okay. You can write it, run it, and see once. See, all are going to where? New line. That meaning all are called a blockable element. In case your requirement will say no, H4 and H5 should come in one line. Okay, or maybe H4, H5, H6 should come in one line. Then what we can do at that point? HTML say no, it's my default nature. We have to invite the CSS. And after calling the CSS, we have to change the behavior of HTML. H1 to H6, whichever you want, maybe H3, maybe H4, maybe H5, whichever you want, you can change their behavior since you are the block, but requirement is inline. So follow the inline rule. So what will happen? It will come in the same line instead of printing in the new line. Right? So hope clear. What is that? H1 to H6 is for what purpose? To create the heading in the web page. Let me open our website and I'll guide you where we have used H1 and there is a rule regulation. It's not like anywhere you can write H1 and anywhere you can write H6. Okay, if you want to make your page Google SEO friendly, user friendly, okay, we have to follow the rule and regulation. This rule regulation come from where? The people who work on the digital marketing, people who do the website auditing, okay, the people who write the content, the people who understand the algorithm of Google search, they will give the idea saying like, okay, Google search console, search engine is designed based on this pattern. So we will also display the content on this pattern. Google will understand easily and they will bring in the Google search very fast. Okay, let me go now. This page is running anyhow. I will open our website and I will show you what is happening in that, where and where I have used the H1 tags. This Java page is open. Let it open. Okay, suppose this page is open. This page is open. Now look at there. One heading is on the top. This is one more heading here. But font wise you can see look similar. This is same font size here also and here also, or different? See, in our example, what we have, H1 is coming bigger one, and H2 is the smallest, H3 is the very smallest. Look at here. In this is H1 and this is H3. Okay. Now how it is coming as a equal size? We have cheated to the Google. Okay. Google says like in one page, H1 must be there and H3 also should be there. Now suppose if you display H1, H1 will come such a big, and H3 will display, H3 will come very small. User will face problem. Suppose if you follow H3, H1 here, maybe this line will come till here. And here if you follow maybe H3, it will become very small. With the help of CSS, what we have done, both the font size we have made equal. H1 font size also and H3 font size also. Now when the Google search will come to the page, they will not see the font size. They will see H1 is there or not. They will see H3 is there or not. Now both is there. But according to need, the design is different. Google is not going to look into the design. Google is going to look into the algorithm, whether are you following or not. Okay. So now suppose a person will open this page, he no need to read this entire theory, he no need to read this entire statement. Just he will come to know this is the Java page. So in one eye he will understand or not, right? Single line, it will guide, okay, this page is for the Java purpose. So same thing, our theory also says we are going to make a note under the developer guide saying like H1 to H6 is for the heading tag. It used to create the heading inside the website. Come to developer guide and make a note there. Okay. So hope this we have written running. Yes, no should keep coming in the chat. It will be helpful to track you. Okay. So come to the developer guide now. In developer guide, you can write here rule regulation for H1. H1 to H6. H1 to H6. H1 to H6 is called heading tag. Is called as a heading tag. Okay, write it. Okay, you can reply after some time. Just write it. H1 to H6 is called as a heading tag. What is the use of that? It used to create heading. Heading, or you can say headline. It's used to create the headline. Headline for web page. Headline for web page or headline in the web page, both will be okay. So it used to create the headline in web page. Next, you can write in each page, whichever the page you are going to create. Okay. Maybe you want to display the big font size display, or maybe display small font size using CSS to manage. If font size related problem you have, you can manage through CSS, make a smaller, large. But it said in each page, H1 is required. In each page, H1 is required minimum and maximum one time. Minimum and maximum one time. So what that says, every page H1 is compulsory one time. Okay, every page H1 is required. It is going to increase the user experience. Okay, it is going to increase the user experience. How it will increase the user experience? When the user will come to your page, they don't have to spend half an hour to read and understand the page. Just in the single line, they will understand, oh, this page is for this purpose. That is called what? User experience. Okay. So what we wrote, it's wrote like, it's called a heading tag. It used to create the headline of the web page. In each page, H1 is required minimum and maximum one time. That meaning in every page, you write the H1 at least one time. Not at least, one minimum and maximum. So one time you have to use it, okay, to make it a better user experience. Now for H2 to H6, you can use 3 times also, you can use 4 times also, you can use 6 times also, you can use 20 times also. There is no problem at all. Okay, so that is not under the rule regulation. So H2 to H6, H2 to H6, based on requirement. Based on REQUIREME. Based on requirements. If you want similar a small heading 3 times, no problem, use H3. If you want similar a small heading 5 times, use H5, no problem at all. Okay, but H1 one big heading should be there. Okay, right. So this is clear. Next, after that, next point says like when we are going to display some text content inside the web page, there will be sometime maybe in the Flipkart when you go, you will see some product will have a small description, some product will have large description. Every product will have a name, every product will have a price. So when you see when the description comes, it's cover the multiple line. When the price comes, it's cover a small line. When the offer comes, it's cover a small. So in fact, all are a string only. Product name is also a string and product description also is a string. Okay. Name will display in the big font size. Description will display in a small font size. Okay. At this place now, we are going to write the next line called, we have a tag called P tag, paragraph tag. Okay. In the website, what I have opened here, you can see in our website also paragraph. This is under the paragraph. You can see there is a many lines. Below also there is a multiple paragraphs are there. Block wise is written, block wise is broken. Multiple blocks are there, block wise. A small blocks are there. What is that? We'll write here, then we'll go for the page and we'll write it. P tag. P called paragraph. P for paragraph, not called paragraph. P for paragraph. Paragraph. P for paragraph. What we will do is, it used to display text data in web page. In web page. It used to display the text data in web page. We have one more tag that is called label tag. Not only this much, many are there, but just for a small description, a small understanding, to comment the track, we are covering one by one. Label tag. It says like it also used to display text data. Now, in the note you can write, okay, use P tag if text is more than 130 characters. Why that? I will guide you. Use label tag if text is between 1 to 130 character. 1 to 130 character. A small limitation. Based on that, you have seen a lot of example on internet. That's what I have written, label and P tag. Not only label and P tag, there is many more are there like that. But you have seen on internet just to compare that. Okay. So paragraph says like use the P tag if you want to display the text data. Label also says that use the label tag if you want to display the text data. But while using that, you have to see your requirement, how bigger text. If the text is a small text, up to how much? Up to 130 character. Then use the label tag. Now relevant to label tag, we have many more. We will be making a list. Another line says, if you have a lot of text, more than 130 character, then you should not use which tag? Label. Now come to the normal day-to-day life example. If you want to display your name, how many character? 10, 20, 30 character maximum. Then question is how bigger you want to display, a small or bigger. If you want to display big font size, then H1 to H6 we have. If you want to display a small font size, then which one we have? Label we have. Label we have. If you want to display your mobile number will not display such a big font size. We will display small only. So for that label we have. It is coming under which range? Between 1 to 130 character. You are going to use display your education, your age, a small text, product name, product price, Those are called how bigger? Small text, up to 130 character. At the same time, if you want to display your profile details, complete about your skill and description about yourself, then you cannot use the label tag, because label tag says I can hold up to 130 character. More than that, you have to use the big container. That is called a paragraph. Let me go here. In this page, you can see this is how much. More than 130 character, it is not under the control of label. Label cannot control it. Okay. But you can see this one, 10-15 character. This can be controlled by what? Label. Now look at here. Below you can see this is little a small text only, but little highlighted. Now you have seen here in the example, these all are similar font size and even highlighted also. So what we can follow at this place? We can follow easily. H4, H5, H6 we can follow. H3 we can follow. Suppose if I take the example of H4, H4 we can use how many times? 3-4 times. It will come big font size also, a little bold also. Coming down again, when I come here, this is how much text? Big text. Label is not suitable for that. Right hand side you can see address is there, phone number is there. If all are in one place, then paragraph is okay. If all are multiple line, then paragraph is not suitable. Okay, so while displaying the content in the web page, we have to look into the our technical skills, and we have to look into the requirement. What is the requirement? If requirement is matching on the particular, that should come inside. Okay, now come to this page. Where? To the example. In example to here, this line I have written H1 to X is the dependent tag. 100% is illegal text in your page. Whenever you are going to display any content, that should not be without any kind of tag. It must be within a tag only. So we have written directly what? H1 to H6 is the heading tag. So it is 100% wrong. We cannot display like this. It must be within a tag. Now how big a text we have to decide? Let me go here. Use the P tag. Okay, we can write any text inside, but I'll write something meaningful. P tag is dependent and it is block level. P tag is a dependent and it's called the block level. I'll write here, it is used to display text data. One line, one paragraph is over. I will leave it here. Next paragraph, I'll write one more here saying like use P tag if text is more than 130 character. Use the P tag if the text is more than 130 character. If you run this file, you will see both the paragraph will print in the new line, because the paragraph is a block level tag. It will not come in the same line. If the content is less, it will never come in the same line. Okay, you can write it and run once. Write it and run once. Check once. The paragraph is in the same line or new line. It's an open close. That point is clear. Yes, open close means it's called a dependent. Okay, but when we come in the browser, then we'll come to know it's inline or block. P tag is the dependent tag. It is the block level tag. It is used to display the text data in the web page. I have written below, use the P tag if the text is more than 130 characters. Look at here. What is saying? Two paragraphs we have written. Both are going in the new line. But since the text length is less, it is 100% wrong. We should not follow in that way. If the text is up to 130 character, then only paragraph is useful. Then you will ask why this rule regulation is there. Okay. See, in day-to-day life, you have seen there is a two word that will come in technical. One is called content length variable. Variable means what? Container. One word is called as a content length variable. If the content is more, variable will become big size. Another one is called fixed length variable. Whether you have less content, more content, it will cover that much area. Now see how you can, then you will say, what is this word? How to relate it? Balloon we have seen. What will be the size of balloon? Without air, very small. Once we fill the air, will become bigger. So that is what? Fixed length container or variable content length variable. According to content, it is increasing or not. According to content, it is going to decrease. Another word, if you see, maybe the what other word I can say, other word, maybe you can see anything, another content where that is not able to, like balloon, maybe you can say tire, you can say your two-wheeler tire, your truck tire, how bigger it will be, always in the same shape. If you fill the air, then also same. If not fill the air, then also same, right? So what you can say is, in programming, when you are writing the content, I have written this rule here, not directly I have written. Sometime when you open the web page, you will see like page is open and after some time crashed also. Ever have seen crashing, web page crashing? When you open the browser, page will open and after some time Mozilla will say page is crashed. Page, browser will get closed automatically. Okay. Why that happened? There is a very good reason behind that. Okay. Those page will get crashed that has huge content. If the page has less content, it will never get crashed. Then why it get crash? See, when you install any browser in your computer, maybe Chrome, maybe Mozilla, maybe okay, every browser will take some memory space in your computer. Like suppose browser memory space is between 2 MB to 10 MB. I have installed the Mozilla in my system, so Mozilla will take between 2 MB to 10 MB. There is our memory space. Chrome I will install, that will also take some memory. Now, when you open a page, suppose you open a page, one page is holding 1 GB of data. One page you open, that page have 1 GB of data. And that page will open where? In the browser. How much browser memory limit is? What is the limit? Between 2 MB to 10 MB? And your page is holding how much of data? 1 GB? What will happen now? There is no any concept of underflow. Overflow will happen and page will get crash simply. At that point, it is not necessary inside the page there was a 1 GB of data. Okay, that can be the mistake of developer also. Suppose a paragraph tag you are using, paragraph tag will say, one paragraph tag will say, I need 255 character MB, 255 character space in your memory, 255 character. Assume one paragraph. Use one more paragraph, then how much? Again 255. Use one more paragraph, again 255. And in each paragraph default memory size is 255 and you are using how many? 10 character, 20 character, 30 character. Paragraph will say no, at any cost I need how much? 255 character. You are using how many character? 10 character. Remaining waste space is waste or not? Definitely become a waste memory space. When the page will load, your browser will count how many paragraph. Browser will count, okay, 10 paragraph. 10 into 255. Okay, now content is less, but it is overruled. It is out of the rule. So what is happening? Your browser is thinking like, okay, I need 1 GB of data, and your browser has how much you have? 10 MB. What will happen? Browser will start communicating from the hard drive to data exchange. Data exchange will happen. At that point, some point mismatch will happen, and the browser becomes a crash. So that is again the problem of whom? Developer only. Developer has created a page where he has used the container against content. He has not used the container according to content. That's what I have written here. Use the paragraph when, if the text length is up to how much? Minimum 130 character. Because a paragraph will take minimum 130 character in your browser memory. Okay. If you are using less than 130 character per paragraph, paragraph will not release the memory remaining space. So what will happen? Waste of the memory space. And at last your browser will count the memory space. Finally, that much memory will not be there. Your page will become definitely crashed. Okay, that will not capture by the manual tester. Okay, even it will not get captured by the automation tester. Who will capture? Performance tester. Whoever is a performance tester, they will see, okay, in this page how much data. They will check the content. Okay, the content is this much. Expected time to execute 1 second. Okay, now why it's taking 5 seconds to execute? Then they will come to the code, and then code will go for the code review, and finally again headache will come to you only, saying like you have written the code, it is not following the standard, it got rejected in the code review, and it was the trouble in the performance testing, redesign it right again. So what will happen? Again problem will come or no? So those problems should not come. See, this kind of concept is not available on YouTube, here, there, internet, and all. Those person will guide you who has implemented, who have seen. Yes, as a less knowledge person, when they will look into one problem, they will look from one side. But more knowledge person will look into the same problem. He will not look from one side. He will look from which side? All the side. Correct? Because he have seen the problem. He may expect, okay, this is the condition is okay, but what will happen in this scenario? What will happen in this scenario? Okay, so writing the tag only is not sufficient. What is the purpose of that? That we need to understand. Then we can write. Your page will be always evergreen. Info campus page is what we have seen. We have made in 2013. How many years now? Huh? 8 9 years is running now. Still the page is super fast in the page because all the pages are designed based on rule and regulation. Okay. So next 20 years also it will work like that only. It will not be the solution because it is following the proper standard. It will load fast. Some places still there is a problem. Some device it will go here there, but it's a well designed. Okay, let's come. Now write here label tag. One label tag you can write label label. Right inside the label. It used to display. It used to display a small text max up to 130 characters. Okay, so while doing example also, while attending the class also, when we display the bulk text, we will use the paragraph. When you use the small text, we'll use the label tag. We can use some other tag also. Okay, let's come. After this, so basic idea we got how to write the page and how to run it. Next, after that, we have to enter under the main list of HTML tags. Okay, the main list of HTML tag in the sense systematic wise in the sequence. Okay, after this, after understanding of this, what should be the next? What are the next topic and how we need to go? Let's come to the browser and check once. Label will also print in the new line. You can see here it's printing in the new line because it's only one label. If you use one more label, both will come in the same line. Let me go ahead. Write one more label. Write one more label. You can say this is label second, or you can write in the beginning. Second label here. Label here. What will happen now? Second label here. Label here. Okay. You will see both the label will come in the same line. Both the label will come in the same line. Both the label will come in the same line because it's called the inline tag. Let me run it and show you. Label open, close, and check once. Both are coming in the same line, right? So it's called what? Inline tag, correct? Okay. So all the HTML tags, not only this much. It's not like I'm sampling it. Whichever the HTML tags we have, all are based on these rules only. Okay, all are based on this rule only. Tag open close means dependent. Tag is going to the new line, then it's called the block level. Tag coming the same line, it's called the inline. Okay. Again, according to need, we have to change the behavior and we have to manipulate it. Okay, right? So next, whoever are missing with the laptop, okay, before have system. Okay, so let's install this editor. Which editor? Notepad. So see, if when many people sit together, if everyone follow the same rule regulation, no one will face the problem because guide is only one and learner is how many? Multiple people. If everyone follow the same rule regulation, what will happen? All will be in the same level, all will go in the sequence, all will happen in the proper way, but everyone will follow some different editor, someone different editor. Half an hour will take to fix 1% problem. So let's go in the proper way. First month even I have guided that day also. The first month our target will be this one. Which one? Notepad++. Okay, it is very good editor. You have to believe on me, because I have some other editor also in my system. According to need, we will be using that editor. See, VS Code also I have some other Sublime editor I have. So time to time I'll guide you. Now this editor is live, start with this editor. Notepad++ will guide you. Like suppose now, if you will ask me, answer my question, I will keep answering your question also, and I can write the code HTML sometime, because the finger has remember all. Okay, once the mind will give instruction, you write h1 h2 h3. Okay, under the h2 h3 some content also I will write, but at the same time I'll keep answering your question as well. Why happen? Because of practice. Okay, finger becoming such a practice where you leave the finger, it will write its own code. Okay, that is the meaning of what? Developer. You will see in the offices, once you start working, you will find some people have very good knowledge, like knowledge in the sense very good. Like people say, I have typing skill this month, he will look somewhere else, he will type there. How that happen? Because his finger remember where is the A, where is the B, where is the C. That is called what? Practice. Okay, so as a developer, I'm not asking you to be typing master, I'm asking you to write the code. Okay, take some time. No, I also look into the keyboard now. Many years I work, but still I look into the code. I have never focused on the typing part. Okay, typing part I have never focused. Okay, just I look into the code and write here, no problem. Okay, the typing speed is not matter for the developer, but for developer the matter is, yes, he should be able to write. Okay, so Notepad++ is very good editor. It will help you to, like when the error will come, color combination you can see green black will come in. Once we follow the property, some other color combination will get applied. Auto close is also happening. But at this time, when you write the code, you will not have option to select. You have to write manually. Okay, and once you write 1 month manually from your end, 100% sure you will remember entire property. Okay? And that is the target. Okay? We should know, we should remember the property. Once you remember, then only we can do something. Suppose suggestion is coming, auto suggestion is selected, happen, code executed. You have not understood what is the meaning of this line. Whether it was a capital or a small, it was uppercase or lowercase, it was camel case or what. Just be selected. Next, after some days, there will be chance to write manually. What will happen? We will do a lot of mistakes. Core concept is always useful. Core concept, what we can say, core concept, it's called main concept, always useful everywhere, every part of life. Okay, so let's get your system, and we'll sit from tomorrow, and we'll start from the order list. There again, will not come to this point to explain again HTML only. For some people, repeated happen. These videos I have, so how to share it? The source is through the YouTube. Okay, so if you want, what you can do is, let me give you. Some people are trying to log in. I will admit that. So if you want to see some YouTube HTML videos, I'll give you here URL. I have put some public videos. Other videos are private only. So this you can search this SIYARAN. This is the channel name. That channel I have made by my name. It is not by the name of Info Campus. This one, CRM software. Okay, in this, once you go, you can search on internet. This name I will show you. You can make a note somewhere. And HTML videos are there. You can follow that 1 or 2 days. Just see that it will be helpful for you. You will get a lot of concept in there. Videos I'll go. This name you can search. This name you can search. Public videos are there. You can follow that. Lot of private videos are there inside that is not exposed. See, for you this green background you can see. Green background. The green background is for you. Okay, the photos, the videos, whichever under the green background, you need to follow that only. Where is the first class? Here is the first class. The first class. If you have a time, you can see first class and second class. Don't go for remaining on. Just two only you can see. It's a 15-minute, 20-minute, 13-minute, and 30-minute video is there. This will help you a lot. What we have discussed today, this is based on that. And this is little next level. Okay. So this green part, whichever is there, that is for you. Remaining, this is few class videos that I have covered for the people. Still, I have not made private. I will be making in private in maybe by weekend and all. Other video, all videos are private video. After login only it will be showing, or after making the, after giving the permission only you can see. Okay, so this name you can search. Where is that? Next few days maybe 3-4 days or maybe 2-3 days. We'll take your email ID. We'll give a form. You can fill the form. Email ID will come. On that email ID, we'll give the permission. And after that, what happened here? Oh, it's here. After that, you can start online. Okay, then tomorrow you come with the laptop. Whoever are missing with the system, come with the system, and then it will be more helpful for you. And then we'll continue from the order list and unorder list. Okay.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, I want to say in my Notepad some of the options like you say click on the view and go to view to run the file. Go to some you click on
Correct, correct.
yeah, view something you say na.
No, here I'm showing the same thing again. Under the view, there is a view current file in
Yes.
option.
Sir, excuse me. I want to say that these options are not coming in my Notepad plus.
I will guide you. Here is the option. Go to the run.
Okay.
Inside the run, you have any option? Launch in.
Yes.
Launch in which one? Mozilla Chrome.
Sir, excuse
In the
me.
run.
Yes, in run.
No. In the run, you have option launch in Mozilla Chrome. Anything?
Yes, everything is there.
Others, you can select anyone. From there, it will work.
Okay. And also that option is not coming, so settings, preferences, auto completion
Here.
and
In the settings, preferences, auto completion. Select the settings, preferences, auto completion.
Sir, this image is not coming in my laptop.
Okay, is it Notepad++ or something else?
No, it is not Notepad++, sir.
And or Notepad? Is it Notepad?
Yes, Notepad++.
Plus. In plus. Yeah.
It is not coming, sir. I actually go on the settings, then preferences, then some other image is going to open.
So do one thing. Today you remove the look like older version. Okay, when you have downloaded?
Sir, I don't know because this is my husband's laptop. So if you
okay, uninstall that and download the new version. It has many features.
Okay. Which version, sir? Which version you have?
Go to the notepad.org, whichever the first button is there, just click on that. 8-9 versions.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, then see you tomorrow. We can log out. I have next class after this. I'll continue.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
I sent
Sir,
you one.
this is Dijat.
You can submit to the college. Different project. Okay.
As of 10 projects.
Okay. For 2 persons, say 2 people group use.
Single. Actually, these guys are
MC. Okay. So they want to submit individual. It's the same college or different college?
Same college.
Okay. Okay. Evening time and message.
Yeah.
8 o'clock में only 8:30 में class will get over. 8 o'clock में only 8:30 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
You can that my number is in WhatsApp. Yeah. You can ping me WhatsApp. In case I forget.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. 8:30 8:45 class get over. You can ping me. I have many project description. I will send. Okay. So,